Vic the Rebel is the mascot of the Melbourne Rebels in the Super Rugby. Since round 3, 2014, Vic has been a mascot where in the first game of the 2014 Super Rugby season, the Melbourne Rebels won 35-14 at Amy Park against the Cheetahs. Since then, Vic and I met and we've known each other for so long. I love spending time with Vic every time the Rebels play at Amy Park. Chuck and Daisy are the mascots for the Melbourne Demons in the AFL, and normally in the AFLW. I've known Chuck for about 5 years ago, and I have met Daisy last year at the Melbourne Stars Family Day in Casey Fields on Sunday the 17th of December. They are good friends of mine when I sometimes come down to Casey Fields to watch the AFLW. Flash is the new mascot of the Melbourne Demons in the AFL. Flash is named after Aaron Davey's nickname. Aaron Davey played for Melbourne from 2004 to 2013, where he played 178 games and scored 174 goals. Flash is the first Indigenous mascot in the AFL. 4 days ago, I have met Flash for the first time at the MCG at the Melbourne Family Day. Checker is also a Melbourne mascot in the AFL. I didn't know him at first, which I was watching Melbourne play against St Kilda in the pre-season Cup 2013. He and I met at the MCG at the Melbourne Family Day for the first time 4 days ago, and we enjoyed meeting each other. Trevor and Angelica are mascots of the St Kilda Football Club. I met Trevor at the St Kilda Family Day at Frankston's home ground in the VFL. The second time I met him was at Etihad Stadium, where it was half-time in the 2017 E.J. Whitten Legends game on Friday, September the 1st. At one time, I met Angelica for the first time, and after a photo, Angelica kissed me. Since the Big Bash League was launched and played for the first time, Starman has been the mascot for the Melbourne Stars. I met him at the members launch before BBL 1 and BBL 2, and since BBL 3 I met Starman at the Melbourne Stars Family Day. When I watched the Melbourne Stars play since WBBL 1 at Junction Oval, I have met Starman when I was watching the Melbourne Stars taking on the Brisbane Heat in a double-header on Saturday the 5th of December 2015. On Monday the 20th of November 2017, Starman was at the MCG with Gala Cricket Day when I was with Ashwood School. I enjoyed meeting Starman at the end of season party in January 2017 and 2018. Starlet and Steven Seagull are mascots of the Melbourne Stars, and Steven Seagull appears only at the MCG. In BBL 5, the Stars introduced a secondary mascot, Steven Seagull, after Seagull was struck with a cricket ball hit by Adam Voges during a Melbourne Stars and Perth Scorchers match in BBL 4 while the Stars were fielding. Starlet has been a mascot since BBL 2, and in her first game as a mascot, the Melbourne Stars won by 4 wickets against the Hobart Hurricanes at the MCG on Saturday the 15th of December 2012. She is normally at the Melbourne Stars women's game. She and Starman normally give me BBL magazines for Christmas. Once, Starman and Starlet gave me a birthday card last year when I was turning 18. I have met Steven Seagull at the end of the BBL 7 season after the Melbourne Stars won by 3 wickets with 5 balls to go when the Hobart Hurricanes scored 7 for 185 and the Stars scored 7 for 186. During WBBL 3, Starlet kissed me at the MCG and I enjoyed meeting her at the end of season party. Sledge and Willow are the mascots of the crosstown rivals, the Melbourne Renegades. They invited me to watch the Melbourne Renegades play against the Brisbane Heat at Etihad Stadium on Saturday the 23rd of December 2017. I've known Willow since New Year's Day 2017, but I didn't introduce myself at the time. However, I did kiss Willow on the forehead after the Melbourne Renegades won under the Duckworth-Lewis method, and I said well played. 6 days later, I watched a double header at Etihad Stadium and I introduced myself to Willow. I also gave her a hug after a photo. I met Sledge for the first time ever and I was watching the WBBL2 Melbourne Derby. On Monday, the 20th of November last year, Sledge and Willow were at the MCG with Gala Cricket Day when I was with Ashford School. I enjoyed meeting them and I had to get Mr. Watkins, my PE teacher, a photo with them. Even though I don't need to get on red all the time, I still love them very much. The giant seagulls are the mischievous and cheeky mascots who like to have photos with people that include children and adults. They also like to eat some of their chips when they buy them at a cafe. During my Christmas holiday in Rosebud, my mum and I went to Arthur's Seat Eagle. We saw the two seagulls when we got to the top on a chairlift. First I had a photo with one of them and with my mum taking the photo. Then my mum and I did a selfie with the seagull. So the next time you buy chips from the cafe, watch out because the giant seagulls might eat some of your chips.